What's up, guys?
Thank you so much for checking out our first ever Cyndago podcast. We apologize that the quality of the first podcast and the second podcast isn't fantastic, but it will get better.
Also, we will have our podcast up on iTunes hopefully very soon, so stay tuned to that. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome to the first Cyndago podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm Daniel, and today we have a very special guest for our first ever podcast, Vine's one and only, Who is Maxwell?
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Hey. But we just like to call him Max.
That's his real name, so we just like to call him by his actual fucking name. Okay, so something interesting actually happened before we came here in a parking lot. Mm-hmm. Would you like to explain what happened to you, Daniel? How you got... I don't want to ruin it.
Okay, so... for the first time in my life...
I feel bad for him, man. It's like...
I decided...
I just saw the look on Max's face as this was going on, but...
once you hand it...
We need context. We need context.
Okay, so we are sitting in the parking... we're sitting in the parking lot at Publix, and Max is getting into his car, and Ryan and I are already in the car, and some lady comes up to Max and frantically starts
she's crying and not crying, her eyes are watering, her voice is shaking.
Yeah, she's really frantic.
She's panic, almost like an anxiety attack.
She had to be late 30s, no, mid 40s easily. She comes up, she's like, my what does she say?
To me, this is what I heard. I heard she just comes up, hey, she's like, hey guys, how y'all doing? You having a nice night? You guys seem like nice guys. And that's when you knew it was going downhill. Every time someone goes, you guys seem nice, you know it's, get the fuck off the table, cat. Okay, sorry, Max, Dink, Max's cat.
My cat.
But
sorry, guys.
you know that when someone says, you guys seem nice, they're gonna want something from you. So she's like, you guys seem nice. I accidentally gave away $32 from a register I wasn't supposed to, and I'm gonna get fired if I don't get it. And
I was like,
Max's face. I thought he was just gonna flat out punch her in the face, and we were just gonna drive away.
No, I know how people are in fucking Durham. I've dealt with. She wasn't homeless. She was obviously wearing nurse scrubs, but people,
was that nurse scrubs or Publix?
What is that?
It was scrubs.
Oh, it was scrubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Publix, employee uniform.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna get her out. I'm gonna get her out, man. She's gonna play with everything. Come on, man.
You can put the cat away. Okay, anyways, Daniel, so she's doing all this, and so she asks for $38 and how?
$38 and some blank who gives a shit cents. And
was it just to get her away? You ended up giving her $40.
No, Daniel, that was from your heart, dude. That was you felt bad for this woman. You couldn't. She was full of shit.
You got taken advantage of, though. I mean, it was a nice gesture.
It was,
but you got taken advantage of.
Waved to her while she was in the car next to him, and it's
I didn't know the story. I thought she was running and had to owe somebody money, and she didn't have it. I didn't realize it was the register she owed money.
I tell you, she looked like she was walking away, and she was on the phone. She's like, God, I guess. Calm that fucker so good. It looked like she was just high and mighty.
Oh, hey, thanks for the whatever you gave me. It's fine.
I feel like a piece of shit.
No, you shouldn't, man. You were doing it out of the good of your heart. I actually, when we would go to the bars, it got so bad to where it's I don't have a problem with homeless people. I think it's just people in general, some of them.
Right.
Just the ones that are homeless, there's some of them that are just dickheads. So I would just get taken advantage of all the time. So now, it doesn't bother me. If I'm drunk or anything, we're out.
You're just a dick to homeless people.
I'm not a dick. I'm not a dick. Because the one lady, she was like, hey man, I really need a lot of money. And I just started doing...
She just purposely act crazy to get the fuck away.
She actually said that nigga's crazy.
Well, okay, you said one thing. Oh, what the fuck was it? You said the story.
Oh yeah, so I just got conned fucking Daniel the day before. Some guy said, hey man, I my kids are over there. I look over, there's no kids, but he was like, they need food. Can you go in there and just buy me a few things? I was like, of course, man. Just come on, let's go inside. So he has he gets a cart. So I was like, oh shit, what's he gonna get? Why does he need a big cart? So he gets a cart, and then it's a layer of hot dogs, and then a fucking 8-pack of fucking Blue Moon. And I'm like, dude,
my kids.
So I just gave him 20 and I said, just buy what you can. And then the next day I went back to the fucking food line. There's a guy there. He's huge and he has a beard. You can tell he's homeless. And the way he wants to get my attention is yo! So I just got really mad and said, man, fuck you! And just kept walking, man. I was not, I couldn't think, like, how rude. You're about to ask me for something, you're saying, yo!
Okay, speaking of the homeless again, Sean, back USC, yeah, Sean, he said he ran into a homeless guy. And
I've not heard this.
Yeah, he was telling me we were doing something at the fair. And so as we were driving our way to the fair, he just goes, this homeless guy comes up to him, and he has mayonnaise all in his beard. just like so much mayonnaise, it's ridiculous. Like, hey man, can you use some money? And he's like, I wanted to get away. It was disgusting. I was about to gag. Just fucking take it. And so he threw money at him just to get him away from him. Just like, I just picture that. It's so gross. I'm like, just mayonnaise.
What a creative guy, though. Like, he's just walking across the street like, I need money. Shit. He just sees mayonnaise and just like smears it on his mayonnaise.
I like how he just sees mayonnaise. Just like a jar of mayonnaise. Just like, oh, yeah. That's my ticket.
Yeah, that guy got creative.
That's how I'm going to make
He
it.
took mayonnaise and turned it into like $20. That's fucking incredible. The turnover on that is ridiculous.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad, man.
We're all in bed fucking.
But no, like, it's just...
It's crazy, man, how they, like...
People are...
I could never be... Dude, I'm so afraid of being homeless.
Well, there was one cool guy. In LA, it's not so bad.
That's my biggest fear, is being fucking homeless.
It is bad, but there's this... You can be creative with it. Like, there's this guy, two cool people, when I went to LA on vacation about 3 years ago with my parents. One guy was like, give me $1 and I'll insult you. He just give you $1, like, fuck you, you're stupid. And it's like, okay, that was entertaining. But my favorite was just, this guy had a big sign. He was tall. And it said, need money for, like, a penis reduction. Mm-hmm. And so many girls were getting pictures with him. I took a picture of him, didn't give him money because I was, fuck you. Oh, ha ha, joke, no.
There's real money, though. That's hilarious.
Me and Brandon and Enoch, sorry, that was a burp. It's like an inside burp.
So you're about to cry. Is this like an emotional story?
An inside burp, like an inside joke?
Yeah.
Like only you get the burp, dude?
Fuck you. So, me and Brandon and Enoch were like, we made up the idea, like, we wanted to do a Twitch to where we would fight for who sat on the couch that day, or that week. Like, whoever won in the game would sit on the couch, but whoever lost had to do something. So our first idea was, like, we would have to get somebody to go out and, like, spend the night out in downtown Durham as a homeless person. Like, but we never did it because we were like, we might get fucking stabbed or something. We probably shouldn't do that, but... That's where that story ends. So, sorry guys. I'm sorry that story wasn't any better, but
yeah, we were gonna do this cool thing.
We were gonna do this thing and we just didn't do it. So.
It's just a highlight.
That's fucking hilarious. So, Max, what is your favorite Vine that you've ever done? Now that you're on the spot, dude.
Just pulled that out of nowhere. Just like homeless people. So, Max.
I was actually legitimately curious as to what you think, like...
I don't know, man.
Alright, give me just the first one you think of that makes you laugh the most.
The teamwork. I thought that was one of, like, the best ideas.
Why? Why do you think it was the best?
It was just so funny. It's like, I used sperm in it, and, I mean, that's not the main joke, but it's like one of those jokes that... I don't know. It just worked, and it was fun to make with those guys. It was just, I don't know.
Well, guys, if you haven't... checked him out. Who is Maxwell on Vine? He also has a YouTube. Really fucking funny guy. We went out of our way to contact him, and so we're now working with him, create a sketch. We've been talking for a year. Plans have been falling through all the time.
But it's so cool that we're finally here.
How many times have we canceled?
Three. First it was first you, then me, and then you again.
Yeah.
But now we finally got it.
Right.
Thank fucking God, man.
We're here, man. This is awesome. We're making it work. Absolutely. But yeah, it's crazy. It was really cool because when you contacted him over Vine, right? You messaged him on Vine.
Was it Vine? No. It was
email.
I emailed you.
Oh, okay.
Did I just guess your email? I think
you just put who's Maxwell at Gmail.
I was like, oh, this works.
Right. Just some random guy.
And it did, and you responded very quickly.
Because I went to your YouTube and I was like, these guys are fucking hilarious.
Okay, what video did you watch? Do you remember what video?
The grenade one. The grenade one.
Rodney's definitely one of my favorites. Yep.
It was awesome. It was actually on your homepage, and then I just clicked on it, and I was like, that was fucking hilarious. That was, because he was good at singing. I smell your burp again. I smell your fucking burp again.
Did you burp?
He's stinky tonight, man.
Usually it's like my
I smelled
crotch.
his ass for like a good 5 minutes.
Usually it's my crotch that stinks. Okay, tell the story of the plane. Tell the story. We're in an airport on a plane. I'm wearing gym shorts and I didn't shower the night before.
Okay, so this motherfucker's sitting on a plane for like 4 hours, 5 hours. We get off the plane, we're walking through the terminal trying to get our bags, and there's like a 10-foot like radius of funk around him as we're walking through the airport.
Did you fart or like?
No, it's just my balls.
That's so nasty.
His balls and asshole.
I was in a relationship at the time that didn't work out, of course. But it was a long distance relationship, so I guess my idea was just she can't smell it from where she is.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
One of the perks.
No, that was such a fun day, dude.
But I felt so bad because I couldn't get away from it. It was impossible. You could just go away. You could just walk 10 feet away from me. I had to just deal with it. I had to own it.
It's funny though, because like you don't like the smell of your own farts.
No, I don't. You
Who
guys
doesn't like the smell of their own farts?
Do you like the smell of your own farts?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, that's fucking bullshit.
Who doesn't like the smell of their own
Okay,
farts, dude?
that is. I'm calling bullshit. I think that's just a thing you're just saying to piss me off.
No,
There's no way you enjoy the smell of your own
You
farts.
think I planned that?
If I lay down and there's like a blanket and you fart, like I'll go out of my way to walk it.
It's just like is cats pee on things to declare their territory? That's exactly what it is. It's like
No,
it's like
we don't fart on shit to claim our territory. That's not what happens. We just oh, that's mine. That's not what happens.
But like it's like
That would
that's all
really
sensors in our
fucking
nose. That'd be amazing. Like, if
Sensors in our nose, like the piss actually like it's just marks its space.
if
Farts just create just fuck you to everyone else in the room.
If a fart lingered forever, could you imagine that? How stinky the world would be?
No one would walk it. Like they would make it a designated spot not to walk.
It'd be like
there,
Area 51.
Fart area. Don't walk here. It's just a little spot in the road.
Like fucking what was that Russian country where the Chernobyl? Not Russian country.
Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Chernobyl. Like no one can go there because of the radiation.
Yeah.
It's like a fart zone.
I want to go there. That place
A
looks
whole
really
town
fun. It looks
desolate.
terrifying.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
They made a movie about it.
It's called Chernobyl Diaries. It looked
Did
so...
not see that. It looks so dumb.
It was bad.
Yeah, it had Jesse McCartney in it as a main character, I believe. No, seriously, it had Jesse McCartney in it. I promise. I'm gonna go back. I think I'm correct. I'm gonna go check this out. You guys can talk about whatever. I'm gonna fucking find this out.
All right, dude. So Max,
Yep. First credit is Jesse McCartney.
Good talk.
Look at that. Jesse McCartney, Chernobyl Diaries.
Jesus Christ.
There's Aaron Carter. Like in City
They are
Story.
the same person to me. I don't think.
Did
they're
you ever
different.
see like how Aaron Carter and what was his brother's name? The one from NSYNC and whatever.
Aaron
Backstreet
Carter
Boys?
and
He was like super mean to him. I just remember seeing it on TV and like his little brother was just.
Well, like speaking of Aaron Carter, apparently my ex, her sister, she was in Charleston, and she worked at what was the store called? She worked at a retail shop. Urban Outfitters. Apparently, Aaron Carter went in there. Oh, okay.
Right.
Apparently, Aaron Carter went in there and just started flirting with her and asked her out on a date. I'm like, maybe he's just being nice. Maybe he's just a guy just saying, hey. Maybe he's just fucking. I really do believe that, like, whether you're a girl or a guy, it just seems like for some reason now, it's like you just go up to someone, you try to be nice. It's like, oh god, he's just creepy. He's flirting with me. It's like you can't be nice anymore.
That's
Expect
why I'm, like,
everything.
trying to hold on to my girlfriend because I wouldn't be able to do it after this. Like,
Yeah,
way
no.
too fucking awkward, man.
politeness, like being a little bit awkward plus a lot of politeness turns into a lot of creepiness.
Yeah,
It's a bad equation.
And it doesn't help if you already kind of look creepy.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're just like this young white kid that wears.
I'm trimming my fucking beard like pencil length. Like I don't understand why I did this. I thought it would look neat, and I'm just like.
Well, I used to do the Abe Lincoln thing. I used to shave my mustache and just have.
Are you
I
serious?
used to be a huge douche in high school, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Well, wait. I saw like a picture. You were football team, like football get up.
Dude,
Wait, what were you like in high school?
Okay. I want to hear. Do you have just one story where it's just douche?
That just
Douche, Max.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
I
will
wanna-
say his name right now. If you ever listen to this, Steven Sobey. He was the greatest guy in the world. It's actually like that day, like I told my dad, and he was like, "Well, that I hope you feel like a dickhead." But like, it was something called the atomic sit-up. I don't even want to explain this story because I was such a douche in fucking I wasn't.
No, it's okay.
Cool. I have
It's
a
okay.
story
You
too
can
of
say
me
it.
being really mean for no
Okay.
reason.
We'll each share a story of us being a dick.
Okay.
If you share this
We
one.
will share
Yes,
this one.
okay.
with you. No problem.
Where,
Cheers, me.
What are you talking about?
fucking cheering fucking water.
Woo!
But fucking Where were we at? Being a dick. Okay, so atomic sit-up.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
No. Okay. Explain it.
It's where you get somebody to say, hey, can you do this sit-up? We'll put a towel over your head. And you have to see if you're stronger than us or your neck is stronger than us holding the towel down. It's like grade school, like mean bullshit to do. Right. But so they try to do a pull-up. And it's like, don't laugh at this because we're just going to be mean. But so
Ryan's going to laugh.
So you hold it down on each side of their head, and you hold the towel down, and they have to like try to like get up really quick. But then the other guy gets up and takes his pants down. He puts his ass right over the guy's head who's trying his hardest. And he just let go of the towel. And as that force of him trying to do a pull-up, a sit-up? Yeah, he's doing a sit-up. So, like, he's trying as hard as he can. So when you let go of the towel, his face just goes straight into his ass. I felt his nose in my asshole.
Wait, his nose went in your ass?
In my asshole. That was me. I was the one putting his ass up.
Okay, did it feel kind of good?
Hold on.
I mean, it was so... I'm sorry. It was so quick that... He started crying after, like, that's how instantly I was like, holy shit.
Like,
I was
like bawling? Like,
he
was...
Oh, damn.
But once I hit senior, like, after that moment, I was like, that was fucked up, man. Like, he was my friend. I thought it was going to be fun, and he started to cry. It was weird, and then I told my dad, and I thought it'd be funny. He was like, you should fucking feel like a dick. I was like, yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah. I remember, okay. All right. This was more of me like trying to be really cool, but
That's how
being
everything
a
goes,
huge douche to my teacher, who was actually, I felt really bad for him. He's like really awkward.
Was this at our high school?
This was in middle school. This was my 7th grade year.
What teacher?
Mr. Lag. Do you remember him?
I know the name. I can't say I remember the person.
Right. Okay. So basically, it was he was a science teacher, and I had him for like the homeroom class, and every day it would be like in middle school it was like 2 blocks, 2 classes, and then it was homeroom, and then we go to lunch from homeroom, and then we'd have another 2 blocks. So every day we go to the same classroom with the same group of kids.
I'm trying to drink quiet. I'm sorry. So I'm like drooling all over myself. So be like, I'm like, you're telling your story, and I'm like, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
All right, dude. Well, anyway, so I was in this homeroom class, and he's a science teacher, and he had a block immediately following this homeroom/lunch.
And a block is just kind of like...
A block is like a period. Like
yeah, okay.
First block is history.
I just want to make sure that's... No.
Right. So, today, I was feeling particularly saucy, and I decided that I wanted to fit in with the cool kids, and he had a projector that was hooked up to a laptop, and it was displaying on the projector. Yeah. Oh. I told you about this, didn't I? Yeah.
Is this mean? Is it mean?
This is mean. I was mean to the teacher. That's a new level, dude. Like, you can be mean to other students, and then you can be a douche to the teacher, and then you'll see how that turns out. So I decide, like, it's called the daily, it's called daily oral science. So let's just start there. So
here comes your daily dose of oral science. Oh
fuck! So my desk. I don't know if you remember in middle school, like even in high school, like the science, like in science class, it was those big black tables because they're like chemical resistant.
And they always had the holes in the middle of the table.
Right, yeah, that's where they put like cables to laptops and stuff for colleges, but we weren't that cool in high school. We weren't allowed to do that. So the way the desks were lined up, I was sitting closest to this projector, and it was on one of those rolly carts that had like, a couple like a VCR player and all that shit. So he had it set up, classes like hanging out, it's like reading time, whatever, nobody's paying attention. And Mr. was out of the room. And, when he would leave the room to go like talk with another teacher, we'd end up going to lunch by ourselves, or another teacher would escort us. It was no big deal. It was normal. So this fucking thing is just sitting there, like it's a Word document with like, and the daily oral science is a long paragraph question, and then it's got multiple choice. And then he would do this for every science class he had because... at the beginning of each class, he would have people copy down this question, and then they would answer it. Mm-hmm. Simple stuff. So I decided to completely fuck with it. Uh-huh. Like I got the attention of like the class, like big guy, like the bully, like the douchebag. Like I wanted to be cool with him. I wanted him to look up to me because he Ashley was his girlfriend, and I wanted her to be my girlfriend. So what's up, Ashley? So I pull up the computer.
Ashley, if you're listening.
I'm happily taken. But I pulled up the computer. So I changed things how I wanted them to look to be funny.
God damn it, Daniel. Stop burping!
so lucky I can't smell it.
I don't know why it's coming at me every fucking time. Okay, sorry.
I'm so sorry. This is the impression I'm gonna leave when I walk out that door.
That fucking guy just came over and burped and shit everywhere.
All in my mouth.
just every
like,
single
my mouth
time.
was open. He just came in.
Just thinking about your burp going directly in my mouth actually makes me want to fucking vomit. Like, it makes me sick.
I can't seriously fathom how gross that is because it's my burp. But if it was your burp, I would be puking, dude.
It's fucking gross.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
dude.
good. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. We totally went off track.
Okay, so I changed daily oral science to daily oral sex. And then there was like a bunch of things that was dealing with mitochondria.
Dude,
This was in 7th grade, dude.
Daily.
it was good. I guess it was good then.
Comedy.
Yeah.
That was
comedy gold.
gold.
He put sex. What? He's so crazy.
He's so fucking ballsy. So yeah, I changed that. I changed a few other things.
Yeah.
There was like one somewhere in the paragraph, everywhere it said like it was an experiment with like genes in it. So perfect the way this worked out. It was like an experiment with genes and pea pods and like how it would come out with different types. So I changed that to penis. Every time it said pea.
That's like my jokes now.
Yeah, not much has changed. Not much has changed. But there was like an A, B, C, D added E, homosexuality. that was the raciest thing I could come up with.
Homosexuality.
not like fuck or shit, like homosexuality. That was so scary.
homosexuals.
So that happened.
Well, we're in South Carolina, so I guess
Yeah.
it was pretty racist.
Right. So I changed it, and then I got the attention of Jonathan, the dude who I really wanted to hang out with. I don't even want to say his last name in case he hears it. It's really awkward. And he's like, dude, it's so funny. Like, he daps me. I'm like, oh, shit, dude, this is my chance.
This is great.
I'm going to date Ashley. I'm going to get Ashley. So I changed it, and then the computer falls asleep, and he walks back in the room. Like, I make sure I put it on sleep mode, because I was, like, really fast with that shit, because I didn't have a life outside of sitting on a computer when I was that age. So I changed it real quick. He comes back in the class, and we go to lunch. And the whole time I'm at lunch, I'm like, oh, fuck.
You're freaking out.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm regretting it so much because I'm just like, they're going to figure out...
Was he a nice guy? Nice teacher?
I mean, he was kind of like he's a nice guy. He's just an awkward teacher. Like, he was in the army.
Okay, I was just trying to see if he deserved it or not.
Yeah, he didn't. He really didn't. Like,
These are just stories that we should feel bad about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is not a problem.
Well, let's finish
in my
this.
life.
Let's finish this one.
So it's almost over. So I'm sitting in the cafeteria freaking out, tell a few students, like, hey, like, I remember talking to this one kid, Jim Bryant was his name. What's up, Jim, if you're listening? Do you remember Jim Bryant? Really tall dude? Don't say anything.
Did he have the bowl haircut?
Yeah.
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 So when Jim listens,
He was in
yeah, I had the fucking bowl haircut.
That was me.
My fucking mom made me do it. Okay, you fucking prick.
So I tell him, and he's in the following class right after that lunch period. So he was gonna see it, and he was like, "Dude, that's so awesome, man. That's so cool." And I'm thinking he ratted me out because this is what happens. I get back from lunch and I go to Miss Doty's class, the next class.
She was cool.
Miss Doty was cool. She
was
lives
cool.
right down the street from me. I don't know if you knew that. Her whole family does.
Yes, Mr. Doty. I had Mr. Doty.
Mr. Doty's badass. Yeah, he's really nice. I have another funny story about how I was walking by their house and I slipped in some mud right in front of them. It was really funny. Anyway, so I'm at Miss Doty's class. That's English. And do you remember in middle school the phone calls when it would ring? It would go. It was like the worst ringtone ever.
I hated it.
So the phone rings. And I'm like, oh shit. And Miss Doty picks up the phone, like interrupts class. She walks over. Hello? Yeah, he's here. Okay. Hey, Daniel, can you go to Mr. Lomnick's class? I don't know why. Like, she was really cool with
You
me.
knew at that point you're fucked. You knew.
I knew I was fucked.
Like, there's
I was like...
There's no doubt about it.
maybe he just wants to just give me some daily oral sex.
No.
Yeah. So I fucking walk ashamed to his class, freaking out like I am going to get
Just picture you
expelled.
walk of shame, like carrying your shoes, your high heels, just like in your underwear. Just
like hungover. Like, God damn it, I shouldn't have fucked Mr. Lomnick. What's up, Mr. Lomnick, if you're listening? And didn't actually fuck him, that was a joke. So I show up in his class, and he goes, Daniel, you're doing this! Like, just be a little
is that what he sounds like?
Sounds like a gremlin.
Is that what he's Daniel, did you do this?
Oh god.
Do this?
And I'm just like, oh no. Like, I'm just like,
Oh no! Oh no! I'm sir, no, sir.
And then it turns out the fucking kid, that Jonathan kid, was in that class. So he's like, yeah, he showed me that he did it.
I'd have been like, Jonathan, shut the fuck up, man. What are you doing? You're going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. No, and it was funny because I was like, no, right in front of Jonathan. I said, no, he did it. I pointed at Jonathan.
Oh, you did? You pointed at him?
I pointed at Jonathan in the class.
I forgot about this part. You asshole.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he didn't
pointed-
point at you?
He pointed at me first,
Oh, so
and
then
I
you
pointed
just
back
pointed
at him
back.
because he's Mr. Always Get Notice of Concerns and Write-Ups.
I would've
Mr.
done the same.
Lominick fucking pinned it on him.
Dude, if okay, listen. If he was ready to pin me, this is school, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all, the worst that's going to happen is he might get out of school suspension.
Which he'd already had a million
Dripping
fucking
all over
times.
I
yourself.
know, I'm sorry.
Which he'd already had a million
should-
times.
Okay, it was wrong, but, I mean,
It's the game. That's how you play the game,
that's how you
dude.
play the game, man.
And so I got away with it. And then here's the final part. I'm at home.
Is this the guy with the bowl haircut?
No, this is a different guy. This is the guy. This is the red-haired dude.
There's
with
some
really
guy with a bald haircut, some guy who gives daily oral sex to his students. The story is just...
That's
hard to
really
keep track of. It's like a fucking Harry Potter novel. Did
I actually haven't read any of those, so
I just spoil it for you?
I failed Dude, I failed the 6th grade. Sorry. No, finish your story.
Okay, all right. So basically, it ends up I feel really bad by the end of the night, so I call him crying. I look up his fucking phone number in the phone book, Mr. Lominick. I don't even remember his first name, Larry.
That's
or
how
something.
we used to do things.
Yeah, remember we used to look up numbers in the phone book? Now I would like Google his name and go to his class page and like look it up. But like I looked up his phone number and called him crying and told him that I did it and I'm so sorry.
When did you do that? When did you do that?
That night.
Oh, well, what did he do?
And he was just like, it's okay, I understand. I was like, I just want to be cool. I just want to be cool.
Yeah, I fucking hate Jonathan, so it's cool. I'm glad we got him in
He's
trouble.
still taking the rap for it.
We're pinning it on him, buddy.
You're
Might,
safe.
just go ahead and start saying he touched you too. 'Cause let's just get a huge
Fuck
story
that
going.
kid, alright? Let's get him out. Let's get him out.
So that's how that ended. That's one of the worst experiences. You said you had some in 6th grade.
Oh no, it was just when you brought up Harry Potter. It's just I failed the 6th grade, and the way Harry Potter came into my life, my dad and mom took everything out of my room besides my bed, and then I was left in my room just sitting there, and my dad took Harry Potter and threw it in, and he said, "Read a fucking book," and I was like,
They took everything out of your room
everything.
But
Why?
Harry Potter.
for punishment.
I failed the 6th grade, yeah.
How do you fail the 6th?
Because you're fucking stupid. That's how
I'm stupid.
Dude, do you have the time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're good. Yeah. Do I have... Yeah, I can tell my
We need to
story.
hear
I can
your
tell.
bully
Oh
story.
my god.
Put it there.
It goes black sometimes. This
Hopefully,
fucking dog.
let's do a podcast tomorrow too, just in case this one is that good. Like, all right.
I'm gonna listen to this, but anyways, let's fuck you. Anyway, so this story, god damn it, I felt so bad for this because it's not like it was an adult; it was a poor little girl that I did this.
Oh god.
This poor little girl that I did this to. Ryan, what the fuck?
This story's already.
No,
Dude, this is a podcast. Like,
Was this last week? Fuck.
you can't.
I'm sorry.
You've already started this weird. Go ahead, just do it.
Okay.
Go on, dude.
Okay, so it's me, my cousin Connor, and my cousin Gabby.
Okay.
Connor and Gabby are brother and sister. So this is like when texting was fun, and also when cursing was first like, yo,
Oh, I
fuck,
remember this. You
dick,
told me this. This is great.
bitch, stuff like that. So Gabby, I can't remember who started. I'm not gonna pin it on anyone, but I think one of us started. Just like, hey, fuck you. And so it would be funny, like a joke. We'd text him back. So I got Gabby's phone, and I thought it would be funny to text Connor, because we're all cursing, and I'm like, fuck you, you stupid dumb bitch. So I text that, what I thought was to Connor. And then later, blah, 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 we're hanging out. And then Gabby, checks her phone, because I texted this Connor, what I thought was Connor from her phone. She's like, you just texted one of my best friends. And so I accidentally texted one of Gabby's best friends, I hate you, you stupid fucking bitch. And so all
Well, that kind of seems like a mistake.
yeah, it was a mistake, but like I just feel bad. I feel like this story I have to get this off my chest. It's very cathartic. I can't speak.
Cathartic. Yeah, I totally get it, man.
Anyways, so it's kind of a dick move to just be texting, my cousin, you're a fucking dumbass bitch, fuck you, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it turns out her mom calls Gabby, and then Connor takes the phone. He's like, yeah, what did you just send my daughter? And Connor's like, oh, sorry, we lost Gabby's phone at the mall, and we just got it back. Apparently, I don't know, someone must have had it, and we got it from the lost and found.
Yeah, it's a really good cover.
That's great, that's great. And so, everything's going fine. You know, we thought we got it out. She's like, okay. Connor's mom calls Connor, and she's like, so I got a call from, I think the name is Kate. I'm just going to say her name's Kate, the best friend. Kate's mom, and she told me that Kate received a nasty text. And so Connor tried to lie, and then Layla, my aunt, was just, you're not telling the truth. What happened? And so she's like, when I come home, I expect the truth. And like I love my family, and like I've always been a little shit, so of course I'm like, God, I'm just fulfilling everything in their eyes, like, oh, I'm just a little shit and I just did this. And so apparently Kate was like crying and bawling because her best friend Gabby, her best friend Gabby's like, I hate you, you stupid fucking bitch. I mean, that's
why
fucked
didn't you
up.
Just get the Gabby girl to call her and be like, hey, no, it was
because I guess we're stupid. I don't know. I think she was already crying by that point, and the text was already sent. And the point was that this threatening text, was sent to this woman's daughter. It's not that, oh, it was an accident, we were just trying to be kids being kids. And it was just the fact that, you know, someone sent this. I want to find out who it is, and they need to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, you know, she comes home, and what happens? So I had to just, you know, I did it. And so then Uncle Rocky comes home, and by his name, Uncle Rocky.
Uncle Rocky.
Uncle
Rocky.
Rocky.
Kick your ass.
That's his name, Uncle Rocky.
He looks like he wanted to kick my ass.
Yeah. He's a cop. He's very intimidating.
You two look like two little douchebags.
He's very intimidating. He's a great guy, though. He
was the nicest guy.
Yeah.
He was really cool.
But he's very intimidating. Uncle Rocky, big guy, law enforcement, comes home, and he didn't have anything to say to me, and I'm like, this sucks. And so like my mom picks me up and she's found out what I've done.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and she's found out what I've done, and she's like, you're gonna call the mom.
Oh shit.
I'm like, no. And so we go to my mom's work, and she makes me call this woman, and I'm like, Mom, please don't make me do this. I will do anything. And she's like, no, you're gonna call her. And but first my mom's like,
you're calling the girl. You're calling the one that you sent.
Yeah.
Let's make this an hour. Let's make this just an hour.
No problem.
You done with that?
Yeah. Can I piss?
Yeah, you can go piss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finish your story.
I'll finish my story.
Let's take a break.
So, you know, my mom's like, but first, I want to know exactly what you said to this girl. I'm like, and like, I'm young. I don't want to say this word. I don't want to say these words to my mom.
Right.
I don't want her to know that I know these words.
Right.
But, so she's like, just tell me what you said. I said, I hate you, you stupid fucking bitch.
And how old were you again?
I can't remember. I was young. I was probably middle school. I was probably 6th grade. I was really young.
So we're talking like 12.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean,
11,
that's
12.
you didn't know any better.
I was raised. You have to think, like, I was just raised, you know, going to church every Sunday. You know, it's just like very, just, you know.
It's kind of expected though when you're put in that environment all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just remember
just a kid that wants to, like, he learns bad words. And once I learned fuck, dude, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I said fuck. It was in my buddy Josh's room. And I said, you dumb fuck. And I got this huge rush.
I wish I remembered the first time.
Dude, it was like when I broke my fuck virginity. I remember the first time I said
popped that cherry. And
yeah, dude, I wish I remembered.
But, like, I just felt so I had to call the mom and, like, apologize. And I was bawling through it. And the mom was just like, yep, okay. And this is the worst part. They just didn't talk ever again. Like, their friendship was just ruined after that because they just didn't talk. They just, yeah, I fucked up. They were like,
way to go, Ryan.
It's all on me.
Way to go.
I fucked up a friendship, and I feel so bad for that.
You take this opportunity. You apologize to Gabby and Kate.
I think I'm probably that's probably not her name.
It's probably safe
you apologize to random
Gabby
girl.
and Kate might not listen to your
Gabby, Kate. I know Kate's probably not your name. I forgot it. It shows how.
Whatever. I'm sorry I called you, bitch.
I'm sorry I said I hated you. You dumb fucking bitch.
You're not dumb. You're not a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Well, that kind of ended abruptly. But thank you so much for listening, and be sure to check out our second podcast.
And if you don't, we will still make them.
We're still going to make them.
So just keep listening.